Hey everyone, this is just a quick update. I've literally gone onto my YouTube today and I saw this. This is apparently they've released some footage of some of the police redactions. It's not all of it, but it's some of it, and it's very interesting. I thought I'd give it a go, and yeah, let's have a look and see how it goes.
Someone actually hacked into the American Fork Police Department and released all the footage unredacted of my interactions with them. So this is the original footage I got with the redactions in, and this is the new unredacted footage. I'm lining them up and I'm going to keep only the redacted parts to see what they were actually saying.
In jail.
I understand.
This ends today.
I know. We're talking.
No fucking more.
Okay.
Sadly, they weren't able to get the first 2 days where I was accused of having heroin on me. But the final 2 days, we were able to see a lot, actually. The footage starts with me going to Josh's house so I can serve him his legal court papers. Josh.
Okay, so if you remember last time, obviously there were multiple encounters with the police where he was sat around the corner. He wasn't like actually very close to his house. Otherwise, I think he would have been done for trespassing or something. And yeah.
Knows that if he goes to court with me, he's going to lose. So instead, a much easier option is he calls the police on me to prevent me from serving him.
His name is Ben Schneider. He's stalking my house. Will you come to my house, please, and come get...
So this is Josh Johnson, right? This is the guy that threatened to kill Ben or the server processor.
them? I'm not going to have stalkers.
Are they there right now?
They're on the side of the house.
One of the dispatchers made a note here saying that you were gonna shoot someone.
I'm done with this. Officer, can you please help?
So there you go. The officer has already turned around and admitted that he has already said that he is going to shoot someone. That is not reasonable. That is not what you do for a court case.
Me and my family and make her stop?
Yeah, absolutely.
She had a consignment deal with a guy named Brian Mansell. A year and a half, almost 2 years, she had this consignment deal with him and she never paid him.
So right away, Josh is lying to the police, which we can easily verify with all of the metadata timestamped pictures that show that the Lego sets were in the store when Josh took it over.
He's hired this YouTuber. His name is Ben Schneider. He's Reckless Ben. They sent people in saying they're going to murder our manager. I'm done.
Jesus Christ. So straight away, okay, so this is where the felony starts from the last video that I had, where they were literally talking about how the third part is going to be, instead of just like misdemeanors and like small criminal offenses, this is felony. This is like threatening to damage property. This is threatening people's lives, threatening to kill, even though this guy's already threatened to kill them.
What are you guys doing here? So we are in a court case with them and we have to serve them legal papers.
She is a process server and she's trying to serve you papers.
She's not a process server.
Okay.
How does he know? How does this guy know that woman is not a process server? Like, how does he know? Has he even seen her? Has he actually talked to them? Does he know? Like, how does he know this?
The papers. They're fake. Go get the papers.
Fake. There you go. Yeah, fake.
Absolutely.
Okay.
They're fake.
You guys, can I see those papers?
Yeah.
So this is what you're trying to serve them with?
Yes. I wish we could just send him an email. I wish we could just send him a phone call, or the court could just send it to him. But this is what we were required to do from the United States court. So we're just following the instructions of the government. He thinks if I just call the cops on me, he can get away with it. But we're showing him like we're not gonna let him get away with this crime. So.
Okay. You okay if I give these papers to him?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Hang tight. Are you okay?
Oh, so this makes a bit more sense now to why he asked for the papers, because police don't generally get involved in civil matters, which the police have said time and time again that it is a civil matter. In the first part of this, the reason why the police would not investigate it is because they turned around and said it is a civil case. Now, this is taken out as such such proportion that, okay, so the cop is literally doing this to see if it's legit. But unfortunately, what he's doing is he's talking to the other party and saying, here's the papers, and, do you think this is legal or not? And
Hey, if she just gives you the papers so we can just get
Have
her.
you looked at the papers? I've talked to the Kaiser Police Department. There's no There's nothing filed. So no, I'm not accepting service.
Okay, so the police wouldn't have anything filed anyway because this is to do with a civil matter. So it's not to do with the police; it's to do with the court system.
Phone call. Okay. Absolutely not. It's fake.
Okay.
It's not real.
Yeah, so he's just saying it's fake.
You have that right?
Yeah.
Literally, all this police officer has to do is be like, "You are served," and then he doesn't even have to accept them. He can literally just drop them. But as long as you say you are served, that counts as illegal serving. So why doesn't this cop just do that? Like this whole thing could be solved in literally 3 seconds. Like here, I'll time it. You've been served.
1.5 seconds.
Literally 1.5 seconds, and this could be solved. This could literally be solved in 1.5 seconds. And this police officer is just purposely choosing to make this way more complicated than it has to be.
Hold on.
All right. What are you wanting done today? Besides, obviously, talk to...
As much as you humanly possibly can.
I can screen charges. I'm open to screening charges through our attorney.
So they are legitimately trying to find anything to arrest them. Just like that guy said there, that guy in the red, James Johnson. Is it name? No.
Yeah. Instead of serving these court papers like the police officer promised me he would, this officer would rather screen all possible charges for me to see what random stuff they can make up about me.
I'm gonna go.
Which is funny because this guy here, he has already threatened to shoot someone. He should be in cuffs. He shouldn't be talked to like this. He shouldn't be the victim. When someone turns around and threatens to shoot someone else, they're the one that's in the wrong, not the person that is trying to do the right thing.
Talk with
going
him.
through the court system.
Give him his paper back, since you do not want this.
Can I
Correct?
just peek at it?
What was that?
Can I peek at it?
It kind of puts me in a little bit
All
of
right,
a
never
bind.
mind. It's fake. There's no
And again, so the cops are actually on his side completely. This is police bias to one side. They're not taking both sides of the story. They're going, oh, actually, if you look at these papers, there could be some legality in this, which will put you at a disadvantage if this ever went to court.
lawsuit anyway.
Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna give this back to him and trespasser.
Because here's the thing. Like, think about this logically. Do you think a
Think about this logically. This guy talking about logic, he is so unhinged and unreasonable. He wouldn't even talk to a brother from the Mormon community. He called the police on them instead.
process server would show up with a guy that's been harassing a YouTuber to serve papers in Utah?
Josh knows that if he gets served these papers, it's going to be really bad for him. And at this point, it seems like he's willing to make up any story he can to get us arrested before he gets served these papers.
They sent
Just remember before that in the first part when they were talking about him being served, and he, as soon as he started getting handed papers, what did he do? He closed the business down temporarily. He made sure that the women that were working there, they'd closed the business up so they couldn't get any more like service notice. And that is literally because they didn't want to have the option of, well, we've been served now and we actually have to pay for our crimes, or, you know, actually go to court and do something about it.
a lady in, and the lady's like, "Oh, I'm going to murder you," to Amanda, the manager.
And now, Josh has just committed a
Wow.
felony. Lying to the police officers about a false threat I made to get me arrested is super duper illegal.
He called the store a billion times, threatened the employees.
He does.
When has he ever threatened the employees? He has never threatened the employees. Never threatened them. When he first went in there, he was wearing spy glasses, so you could actually see that like his first interaction was, "Hey, we're looking to pick up my friend's Lego set," you know, and they were doing it very peacefully. They were doing it very nice. And as soon as they turn around and say it's Brian's Lego sets, she immediately tries to kick them out and get some trespass.
Does not want the paper. So
He's not want the papers?
here's that back for you.
Okay.
Not sure what this is. I've never seen something like that. To be honest with you.
These are court papers.
Okay. Yeah. Have a good rest of your day.
Okay, see ya.
Yeah, process server's really going to ride with the YouTuber. I mean, how stupid does he think I am?
Such an idiot.
They have fake service papers. Then the girl is like, she's like, "Oh no, I got to serve him these papers." Like they printed up a fake lawsuit, you know? And I'm like, "Oh yeah, do you think the
How'd they
process
know it's
server
a
would
fake
really be riding with the YouTube guy to deliver papers to a guy that he's been harassing?"
The thing is, he's already had 10 different Are they they're not injunctions. They're like 10 different lawsuits against him that he defaulted on all of them, and he literally closed the damn business down to try and save face and to not pay.
I'm like, do you think I'm stupid?
He is stupid. You are very stupid. You're a stupid man.
I don't know what to do, man.
I hope you end up in prison. I really do.
So, did you call the police again?
I just don't know what to do, man.
And I hope there's repercussions to all the cops that are on his side that are actually protecting him.
We're ready and willing to arrest these individuals for Utah statutes for cyberbullying and digital stalking.
This guy is a CEO. He's not a lawyer. He is not an attorney. How the hell does he know the whole legal system? He's just trying to make things up. Like Ben has said from the very start, these guys are making things up to try to get rid of this case as quick as possible.
Because they're using electronic means for communication and coordinating their stalking.
Oh, it's digital stalking, not stalking.
It's
Not
all
stalking,
of the above,
Okay, got it.
but
Not talking? Digital talking? Just not talking?
because they're continuing to use additional tactics and other things like that, thinking that they're being cute and whatnot.
It's not against the law.
So somebody has to be arrested.
It's not against the law. What they're doing is not against the law.
Now we're just kind of wanting to know what you want done on this.
As much as we humanly possibly can.
Like, to be a little bit unbiased here, like they pushed the line quite far. I'm not going to lie. Like, the vandalism stuff, I don't know where they stand with that because it's literally a sign. They didn't spray paint anything. You had the stickers. They can obviously be removed. So generally, you might have some vandalism there. But on the grand scheme of things, these guys have not broken any laws, I don't think. And I've watched a few more videos. There's a video of him talking to Ben talking to a lawyer that is about an hour long, and it is very interesting to have see the conversation between both of them. And I really think that Ben Schneider really has a great chance here to actually go up against the police and say, you have done things in the wrong manner, in the wrong way, all to protect certain people that have done wrong to others and owe them money. They have been taken to court, they defaulted on the judgment, and instead of paying the money, they decided to close the entire business down.
Submit
in that small area.
how to screen for charges with our prosecutors, right? With our city prosecutors.
He is very adamant that he wants to serve you with papers. Okay.
Yes,
that's
it's the law.
That's illegal. You can't pretend to be a process server.
So,
oh my god,
You can't. That's illegal.
Why not? In the state of Utah, to be a process server, all you have to do is be over the age of 18 years old. You got to be not affiliated with the case, and you can't be an attorney.
Okay, so literally, she isn't any of those. And if you actually watch the second part, you will see that when they're in the car, the police officer actually asks their relationship. He says that they literally met today, and she agrees with it too. So they have literally only just met each other.
This girl meets all three. She is over 18 years old. I literally met her 10 minutes before we showed up here, and she's not an attorney. So legally, in the state of Utah, this woman is a process server. And I already explained this to the police.
So anyone can be a process server. You have to be 18 years old, and you have to be not affiliated with the case. So she is not affiliated with the case. She's over 18 years old. That qualifies as a process server.
okay. Well, maybe just have someone not affiliated with you.
That's her. Yeah, we have no relationship. That's why she's here. Yeah, that's why she's here. We have no relationship, and that is who she is. The exact person that you're describing.
That's fake. It is a lie. She's impersonating a process server.
So for this girl to be impersonating a process server in the state of Utah, she must either be under 18, which the cops took her ID and verified she's not under 18.
Do you have an ID or anything like that on you?
She has to be related to this case, which Josh says he's never seen her before, so she can't be related to this case. Josh has verified that. And so the only option left is Josh must assume that she's an attorney. But if Josh has never heard of her before, how does he know she's an attorney? And spoiler, she's not an attorney. But so I don't know what Josh means when he says she's pretending to be a process server, because it seems like he's verified that she meets all the requirements to be a process server. So basically what Josh is saying is, even though she meets all these requirements, and I acknowledge she meets these requirements, she still doesn't meet these requirements. You're making no sense, Josh.
impersonating an officer of the court, that carries some pretty significant.
Okay, an officer of the court. So that would be an attorney. This isn't a service processor at all in any way, shape, or form. In fact, all she is just a random person. If you actually look at the first part to all of this, you'll see that when he goes to serve them those 10 times, what they do is they go and meet 10 random different people. Each time they are different. They're not related to the case, they're not related to the people. They're literally just random people that can serve the papers. If you've ever watched Pineapple Express, by the way, at the very beginning, you actually see Seth Rogen. He is a process server. He is a random guy that gets hired by people that goes and serves court papers. That's all he does, and he likes to dress up and do all kinds of like wacky stuff. But we'll get back to it.
Significant,
Yeah, you can't pretend to be a process server. Sorry. Yeah, you can't. That's got to be illegal.
And that's, like I say, he's getting combining charges.
It's a Class A misdemeanor to impersonate a process server in the state of Utah.
So right
I
now,
want her arrested for impersonating a process server.
You can't
so
arrest
right
her.
now,
I can't just go
arrest her. You need
pretend.
to-
I can't go print up fake documents and go try to process serve people. That's illegal.
so these papers that he printed up are
Fake.
fake.
Yes, 1 billion, trillion, gazillion %.
And how does he know that?
This is
How does he know that they're fake? Has he looked at them? No. Has the cop looked at them? Yes. Have they turned around? At this point, by the way, they haven't actually made that phone call. I'm just going to make that clear. The cops haven't made the phone call to the court system to be like, is this a legit case? So the police currently don't know whether it's real or fake. But taking his word on it, that's bad. That looks really bad for the police. And this is what I mean. The police right here are doing the wrong thing. They should be doing their job. They should be investigating it. They shouldn't be taking one person's side in this. They should be doing an investigation overall. But all they've done so far is just harass Ben.
Ammon, I'm with the corporate office.
He's the CEO.
Oh, hi.
So what's happened is we had a former franchisee. Mr. Schneider is just a YouTuber that got a hold of the story and then went to this
Why is
guy
he
and
not
said,
wearing
"Hey,
any shoes or socks?
if I can harass these guys and if I can do some stuff
what the
and
hell
get
is
some money
that?
out of them, will you pay me some of that money?"
Bold on your head,
And
bold
that's
on
what
your
they're trying
feet,
to
mate.
do,
What the hell?
is the individual
I
who
don't
actually
see
owes
that.
the money left the United States.
And now Eamon has just committed obstruction by lying to the police officers.
He created a fake contract, forged a manager's signature up there, threatened to kill her.
I didn't say.
Okay, so there's a bit of a problem with this already that I'm kind of seeing. The fact that they had the Amazon guy who went along and said, "Here's an Amazon parcel, can I have your signature?" and she just literally signed for it. That is gonna be a very grey area in the law, like a really grey area, because obviously that contract, I would say, is null and void. I don't think you can actually do that. You're tricking someone, and you're using that signature for another purpose. However, they might be able to get away with it by saying, well, on the phone, what she actually signed was the actual contract, and if she did do that, as they said before, that if you sign for something, it's down to you. It's down to you to read it. So she should have been like, "Can I read this?" But yeah, very misleading.
No agreement. I'm not beholden to somebody else's.
But the threats, that's
Stupid
that's
agreement.
bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
I like how he can just lie to you guys. He's just straight face. Oh, he owes me 200.
I love the way you could just like lie to you guys. Look at that stupid fucking face. He is such a slappable man. He really is. Like, he is lying flat out to the cops, and he knows he's going to get away with it. That's why he's so confident in doing this. And it's absolutely disgusting how the police have just literally listened to him and gone, "Oh, well, you must be right because we know you."
$1,000.
It's called bias.
I'll check with the court, see if it's a valid civil case that he's trying to push through. And we'll
Here we
go
go.
about
Here we
that
go.
way, okay?
Here comes the
Thank
legality.
you for holding. How can I help you?
Trying to speak with someone to verify if a case is, just verify if a case
If you've seen
is
this before,
real.
obviously you know that
Yeah, looks like
there you go.
a real
It's
phone
a
case
real
in our court.
case.
Okay, thank you for your...
So they have just admitted there that it is a real fucking case, and that they need to push those papers onto him and say, right, you don't have to take them, but we are going to give them to you because you are being served. This is all legal. He can't come onto your premises because you trespassed him. You're not going to allow this woman to do it because you're a threat. Like, there's a reason why they're probably not allowing Ben and that other woman to go up there, is because he has already said that he's going to shoot them, which is absolutely ridiculous to why the cops haven't taken that seriously.
I think that's all for today. Thank you.
And after this phone call, I guess the police officers turned off the microphone on their body cam because I guess they really didn't want literally anyone to hear this, even if someone gets a hold of the unredacted stuff. Not even we.
See, the thing about this is, though, is even though they've turned the mic off, like, there should be 3 cameras. So you've got the one in the vehicle and then the 2 body cams on each officer. So unless they've turned them all off, which, by the way, looks really, 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 really bad for the police service, because that literally shows that they are hiding something. And the fact that we already know that he gets arrested from this, what they're talking about right now is probably illegal stuff. This is the police talking illegally about, right, well, we need to make something up so that we can arrest him, we can get him on some charges, and then we'll put him away. End of story.
We now can get it to hear what these police officers are saying. But anyways, the police officer ends up going back to talk to Josh.
They're screening some charges, okay?
Yeah.
But we're just kind of working through. It looks like this is a real case. It just hasn't gone to court, okay?
It's a real.
Look at his face.
It's a real case. I didn't realise it can't be a real case. How could it be a real case?
case. Who's it against?
You
Against you,
fucking
him versus
moron.
you.
Ben Schneider?
It's a it's a personal one. What do you mean, idiot?
He's just wrecked.
See, at this point here, you can see in his face, he's trying to think. His cogs in his brain are turtling. They're going, right, what can I do now? What can I do now? Okay, so this is a real case. What can I do here to get myself out of this? I need to work out some kind of way of being able to, one, refusing the papers so that he can say that he didn't receive them, so it pushes the court case back. 2, get them arrested so that they can't actually do anything about the court case. And 3, he's probably thinking about killing someone. Or multiple people. Because he looks like one of those psychos, man. He looks like someone that he'll wait for a dark alley moment where he knows that he can get Ben Schneider somewhere, and he'll get his gun and shoot him multiple times and kill him.
The charges.
He just looks like one of those people, man. I don't know about you,
So basically,
but that's
the
my personal
consensus
opinion.
is
He's a psycho.
we were all wrong here. However, let's just arrest Ben anyways.
Yeah.
Like, letting them go cannot be an option here, guys. Like, there's got to be something for cyber stalking, bullying, like all of the different things. Like, there's got to be something to arrest them and send a message that this is not appropriate, this is not okay.
So currently this is conspiracy, right? So you've got, I think there's 2 officers there. You've got the CEO, and then you've got Josh who's sat there.
I'm in agreement with you. Again, that's why we're kind of working through this right now.
Hello. Benjamin, step out for me.
And then this is where he gets arrested, yeah.
Find you back. Am I being arrested?
What for?
Really?
What for? What is he being arrested for? They don't say anything, by the way. If you remember in the, I can't remember if this is the first or second, I think this is the second part, he literally says nothing, right? I think the woman pops up here in a minute. Does she? No, she doesn't. Okay, so in the other one, you have the moment where the server processor is literally out of the, I think she's out of the car, she's going for a walk, and she's recording saying they've just arrested Ben, they haven't said why, they've just literally put him in handcuffs and they've taken him away for no reason. That's false imprisonment right there.
I love you.
Oh, here we go. This is so bad. This is like, this shows bias straight away. Look at that smug little face of his, because he knows that he's just gotten away with it.
So now let's get to the search warrant, where the cops raid my house because they heard that I was the one that stole the Legos from Brian. So I might have found out an answer of why this cop was so rough with me and threw my arm back. Before we enter the property, the cop warns all the other police officers to make sure we are not filming.
Hey, they're probably going to be quick to film. They're probably going to be quick to pull their phones out, so just be aware of that.
However, when we got raided, I instantly pressed the record button on my phone because I was terrified these police officers were going to do something and try and hide it from the public. But I guess the police officer sees that I'm filming, and once he sees I'm filming, I think he was like, as punishment for filming me, I'm going to bend your arm back upwards and injure you, is my guess of what happened, because afterwards he says this.
The main kid had his phone recording, so I shut it off, but
the other kid had a GoPro.
Yeah, so there we go. We got our answer to why they were so rough with him, is the fact that, like, you can see in the video there and in the other videos where he's got his phone in one hand and Ben clocks that officer, and it's that same officer that was being really nasty to, I think it's Sheldon. And yeah, so he's obviously got his phone out and he clocks him because he's moving quick at him. So he literally chucks the phone in his other hand. By that point, he's got his arm up. Like, that's as far as I can kind of bend mine up, and I'm not going to lie, it was further than that. He's definitely dislocated it.
How many did you get? You got Ben?
we got 5 right now.
Including Ben Schneider?
Yes.
Sweet, that's good.
Yeah,
Next,
there
we
we
got
go.
some unredacted footage of me using the bathroom.
What? What the fuck is this? Jesus Christ. Do you need to see this? Like,
another thing about this unredacted footage is we get to see the police's entire office building. We get to see their detective board of us. We get to see that they're actually a member of the
which, by the way, if we
entire
go,
office
we
building.
can actually see, look, there we go. We've got names. So we've got Sierra, Louts, Christian, Jack, Dave, Stephen, and Sheldon. And these are obviously all the people that are associated.
See their detective board
if we're right on here
of us, we get to see that they're actually a member of the Church of Scientology Sucks. All my old school fans will know this, but basically I made a religion called Scientology Sucks, and it legally got approved by the IRS. And Scientology Sucks worships a gold plunger as their god. I even got it tattooed on my wrist right here. It's like a plunger cross on my wrist. I guess the American Fork Police Department is active members of the Church of Scientology Sucks because they literally put my god on their desk. That's exciting.
That's hilarious.
We have a felony stalking case right now. Felonies. Everyone's facing felonies.
That's pretty serious shit.
It's super serious. I know that you've been told all of, oh, it's a fundraiser. This guy stole $200,000.
Yeah.
If that was the case, that guy would be in jail.
Yeah.
So
No,
we're going to use critical.
Anyways, we're going to fast forward a bunch. So this is basically a spoiler for episode 3, but basically this Bricks and Minifigs company has nonstop been making fake bomb threats, fake fire threats, fake murder threats in my name that I'm going to murder them. The only problem is obviously these are all fake threats. I would never do something like that, but the police think that these are real threats. So now the police from Los Angeles, from Utah, they're all working together now to catch me. Here's a phone call from just a few days ago of the Los.
So yeah, this is unreal. Like, I'm not gonna lie. After watching his videos and actually seeing the type of person that he is, he's more of a joker. He's more of someone that is gonna go out of his way to make you miserable. That if you've done something wrong by doing ridiculous things, like the we steal from old people. You know, the whole we steal from oldpeople.com. You know, that, I'm not going to lie, that is absolutely hilarious. That's great. It's all done legally. It's all been registered, rah. But it is never going to harm anyone directly. Like, this guy really does not seem the person to, like, threaten guns and bombs and all this other stuff. Because at the end of the day, who has threatened to kill someone? It's Josh. Josh is the only person that has turned around and said, I'm going to shoot someone. If they turn up on my property, I feel threatened, I'm going to shoot them. Why is that? Because I don't want to go through a bloody court case. Why is that? Because I had 10 defaults and I owe 100 grand that I obviously don't have or don't want to pay, because he does look like he looks like he's pretty well off. If you look at the way that he dresses, I mean, obviously not in the rugged sort of lumberjack sort of red top that he has, but yeah, I'm not going to lie. He earns enough money to be able to pay that money directly, and he got personally sued, and he doesn't want to get personally sued because then it's personal.
Los Angeles police calling the Utah police of them scheming of a way to get me arrested for all these mystery threats that I've been making.
Paul, we got a complaint from a guy in Provo about this guy Schneider.
Okay.
And so it seems like I talked to the guys.
Also, by the way, like if you're going to make threats, you're not going to make them in your name. You're not going to be like, "Hey, I'm Ben Schneider. I'm going to make a bomb threat, and I'm going to bomb your bloody business, and I'm going to burn your business down, and I am going to shoot all of you in here." That makes no sense.
Seems like police too are then trying to get a hold of Provo police. So it seems like, Schneider's kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
Basically, so he called me and he's just like, this guy's crazy. He's like making threats against us, my employees, our business, etc., etc. It seems like this guy might live in LA or his last known address is in LA.
So bad.
So
I can't believe
I'm
the
just
police
trying to track down like what you guys are doing, if anything. I know, at least I've been told that there's technically a couple open cases. This guy's already being charged in Utah by 3 different places. Like, what are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
Any idea where he actually is?
No idea. I know we had asked to hold him until we had further, but I'm guessing they just let him bond out. So.
Okay.
The only problem is I'm in a place the American police have no jurisdiction over, so they're never going to catch me here.
Yeah, no American police in sight.
Good luck finding me. You are never going to find me, police officers.
Now, whether this guy's trolling or not, I don't know. Obviously, he did say that he was in Mexico. Obviously, we know that this is like it's illegal. That's very, very illegal to essentially. I think it's flee and elude, like the police officers that have a warrant out for your arrest, so you leave the country. You're not really supposed to do that. Whether that is what's happened, I don't know. I can't really speak too much on it. He obviously does have the problem of if he gets arrested now by the police, he's not going to be able to work on the actual court case itself, and he can't work on the actual footage that he's got because essentially that will all be taken in as evidence. And if that goes to the Utah police, which obviously we've seen they're already on their side, they can delete everything, which is evidence gone. And with that evidence gone, Ben won't really have much of a leg to stand on. So he needs to get these videos out, and he needs to make sure that, he actually has enough backing himself so that he's not going to get screwed in the long run. Because right now, he's got the police after him. This is like GTA. He's got like 2 stars after him. They're on the lookout for him. And I wonder what will happen next, because they might even be looking at arresting the people that are around him, because they will put pressure on him, and they will do that in any way. As we've already seen, cops have been using harassment, and they've used physical scare tactics to scare him as much as they can away from this case, which is, this is horrendous. Like, this is literally a massive conspiracy. Conspiracy! Well, I need my tinfoil hat. I'm going to make a tinfoil hat for this. I really think I need to. This is absolutely redonk. Oh, my God. But, fingers crossed. I've seen a few videos. Ben is talking to lawyers. He is talking to solicitors or attorneys. I don't know what's what, but he is talking to people in the law to see where he can stand and where he does stand at the moment. Because right now, he's in a lot of trouble. Because from the sounds of it, they're trying to get him done for felony, like bomb threats. This is terrorist acts. Like, these are big. So when I looked at it last time, when you're looking at certain harassment laws and like threats and stuff, as soon as you can add terrorism into this, things go right up, and all of a sudden you lose all your amendment rights in America because of the Patriot Act. I think it's the Patriot Act. I don't know, but there's an act that they brought in where essentially, if you are an enemy of the state, they could just hold you. They don't need to literally do anything. They'll just hold you. They'll stick you in a dark end of a prison somewhere, and you won't ever see daylight until someone turns around and fights for them. Which, luckily, because he's got such a large internet presence right now, and especially with a lot of other people talking about this, because a lot of people are. I think I've seen Penguin. You've had, I think his name's Penguin, but then you've got Asmongold. He's been talking about it, and I think there's obviously been a few other streamers, ACOB, and there's a video that I'll be doing later on, and that's about how the CEO is actually on a stream, or he was on the stream the other night, and he was talking to ACOB and this other guy who run a podcast, and essentially he talks out his ass. But I'll get into that when we actually when I get to that video this evening. And it's Jesus Christ, this is hilarious. But at the same time, it's scary as fuck, because he's actually facing really, really heavy criminal punishment right now, and it's all because they are lying and falsifying all kinds of different things. And yeah, I wish for the best for him, and I hope that he gets some really, really good lawyers, because from what I've heard, he has got, I think it's a 303-page bloody lawsuit that Bricks and Figs, or the people in it, BAM, I can't remember what they're called, BAM something, are essentially the company that owned them. They're actually putting in a massive lawsuit and hope a massive injunctions and all this other stuff. It's all civil though. None of it's criminal. The main criminal problem at the moment is obviously all these felony things that they're talking about. So fingers crossed, Ben. I hope that you get where you need to get, and I really hope that there's actually some good and justice that comes from this. I hope the police get investigated. I hope that the federal government get involved, because the federal government need to see this and go, oh shit, we've got a problem in this state. We've got a bunch of cops that are literally running around looking after each other and looking after. I mean, look, I'm not saying that they shouldn't look out for each other and all that, but there needs to be lines. When you've got someone from a different business who isn't part of the law enforcement, all they've done is put money towards law enforcement. They shouldn't be protected just because of that, because it's generally down to the company rather than that person. I think it's disgusting how this is all being treated. Really hope the best for him, but got another one coming up for you, and I will see you guys on the next one.